afternoon. My name is Jim Leonick, and I'm running for town council this year in Huntington. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and a little bit about my background, and then I'd like to tell you a little bit about my vision for affordable housing and housing options in the town of Huntington. I've lived in Huntington for 32 years. I went to law school when Touro Law School was at Huntington Station. My wife Lisa and I met there, and then we moved to East Northport. We've raised 3 children here, and since then I've gotten involved in our community. I've been involved in a number of not-for-profits and local community organizations for the past decade and a half, and I have roots here in the town of Huntington. I think I have the right background and the right level of community service to show that I will work for all the residents of the town of Huntington. The town of Huntington has 15 different hamlets and approximately 250,000 people, all with different socioeconomic backgrounds and interests. The current housing construction that's been occurring in the town seems randomly placed and without a town-wide plan, quite frankly. New housing units seem to be too expensive for our young adults and many others unless we foster employment opportunities and salaries that match the cost of that housing. I believe we need a 3-step process. Step 1, evaluate the need. Is there a need for housing? Many people say yes. If so, at what price points do we need that housing? Second step, assess our resources. If the needs are identified and proven, where and how should we add housing stock? Identify how we can best use the existing housing, including accessory apartments and mixed-use buildings, without exceeding our infrastructure capacity. So the infrastructure involves parking, traffic, and sewers. We need to use resources that are available to us from LIBOR, builders, developers, planners, and most importantly, our residents. I think we should revisit the Horizons 2020 plan to see where we've been, what we've done since then, and where we should be going. Step 3, we need to develop a plan. We need a draft comprehensive housing plan that accommodates everyone. For example, the Melville Employment Center plan. Why? First of all, it's not the solution to all of our housing issues, but I think it's a great example of how we can combine employment opportunities along with housing options that will accommodate people of all ages and all backgrounds. Our goals should be to provide an environment for everyone to flourish and to protect our groundwater while doing that. We need to ensure that the design, the look, and the feel of new housing enhances rather than detracts from the existing communities by not adding to traffic, parking, and environmental problems that already exist. We need to balance our future housing growth with the concerns of the existing communities. And paraphrasing President Abraham Lincoln, I'd like to see Town of Huntington residents proud of the community in which they live in, and for Huntington to be proud of those who live here. Thank you for your time.